Good morning and welcome back to Honeybee Farmstead. I'm Mel and today I've got some friends with us because Grace has just had her 8th birthday and Jackson's birthday is on Sunday, so they're having a little slumber party with their friends and we thought we'd bring you guys along because where are they all? Grace is here.
Friends.
This is, you want to introduce your best friend?
Braylon.
Yep.
Auntie.
And you've known Braylon since you were little, haven't you? And that's Auntie. That's Braylon's big sister. And they're going to do some milkings. Auntie, what did you tell me?
I've always wanted to be able to milk a cow.
So she wants to hand milk. So today, Auntie's going to do some hand milking. We've brought a jug out for that. I've told her that her hand will cramp up getting it all out, so we might just switch to the machine when she's had enough. Come along with us.
Can I have a go?
I wonder if I need to make a bit more food in.
So, okay, turning a cow into a pole.
Pole?
Yeah.
No, you can't turn. So Bonnie doesn't like the head valve being closed on her. So instead, so that she can't leave when she feels like it, because she's she's not as well trained as Deirdre. She's been allowed to get away with some pretty naughty behaviour, I reckon. Look,
You jump.
you grab this and walk it out so she can come in. All right, big girl. Good girl. In you go. You going out, are ya? Okay, Bess. You can go. Come on, Deirdre. Can you come?
Yeah.
That's it. Good girl. I've got to come in here because she's going to come in. Breakfast. Good girl. And now we close this off and leave these two girls in here because otherwise they want what she's eating and they come and they annoy her and carry on. And she's a very picky little cow, this one. All right, love. Step out. Good girl. I'll clean her up. Good girl, Bon. Alrighty.
How's her sore?
All better. Completely healed. If you were a bull, you wouldn't be in there, would you? Because we can't keep them together. Because Clementine is too young to be having a baby, but she comes into heat. But if she's too young and too small in her frame, then she can't have a baby safely. So we're going to wait. She'll be old enough by the 1st of Feb, technically. But I think I'm going to let her grow out even more, just to be super certain that she's going to have the best time having a baby.
Are we going to the dam today?
I don't know. Yeah, bottle raised babies are the best. All right. Now, a couple of hints, girls. When you're milking, no sudden moves and no big noises, right? So, especially Bonnie, because she's just not as used to everything as the rest are, but we always keep our hand here so she knows, oh yeah, she's touching me. See this? And you'll be able to feel her muscles move if she wants to stare. Sometimes she does that. But she's actually been really good for the last few months, so we haven't had any of those issues.
That's good.
Yeah. All right. Now, let me show you how we hand milk. It's not like it you see on the movies where they just pull, because that's how you strip their teeth and hurt them. So, use your hand like this. And you squeeze, like you let the milk drop down into the teat.
Massage.
And you keep letting go, like that. Let go, the milk fills up in the teat.
Wow.
Right? And then the back ones, you'll probably have an easier time because you've got smaller hands. But you try and get it to hit the bucket without getting your hand. So if you want her to release more, give it a jiggle.
Isn't that how you make a milkshake?
Nope. See? You ready?
Awesome. Yeah.
Back up, Gracie.
Mm-hmm.
It's your auntie's turn. So you just pat her legs. So I'm here, Bonnie. So they're very clever cows. Talk to them all the time.
Hi.
Let them know you're there. Good girl, Bon. That's it.
Yeah, I can't do it.
Yeah, you can. Keep trying. It's a bit of practice.
Got out the tiniest amount.
Yep. Don't worry about hurting her. You can be quiet. You can do it. So think about if the milk's got to come down, how do you have to do it?
Jiggle it. Wait, what?
She talks when she's eating. Yeah. That's it. Good girl. Well done. You'll get a feel for it. It's okay.
Can we go after Brandon?
I think you're trying to be a bit delicate. You can't hurt her. So pinch it off at the top first.
Okay.
Let me show you. So once you've got milk in there, pinch it off at the top and then you push it out. So it's in the teat. Good girl, Bon. Like that. Good girl, see?
Bit more pinching, see up top.
At the top, yeah. So give it a shake. Push up. You know the babies are really rough with the mums.
Oh.
There you go. Good girl.
Very, very warm.
It is, isn't it?
They make a milkshake when they run.
That's it. Good job. And eventually, if you have a cow, you end up being able to do that really quickly. You can get it all done in, say, 10 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah. You can change to a different teat. Slide your hand along. Slide along so because she's all about feel, Bonnie. She's like, okay, she's moving to the back. Yeah, you are.
Doing really well there, see?
This back one's a lot more easier.
Yeah, not for me because my hands are too big.
For me it is.
Good girl, Bonnie. Well done. Good job. See, so once you've got the hang of it, how much easier it is?
Yeah.
I see. Is it a job which you would want to do on a daily basis?
Nope.
Nope.
It's harder than you think. Hey, that's why I have this magic machine. You watch how quick that happens once everyone's had a go.
Alright. Thank you.
No worries, honey. You want to have a go, Bray?
Yes, please.
Go for it. Now you go, hello, Bonnie. I'm here now. Let her know you're there. Pat her down the side. Good girl, Bonnie. I'm here now. Good job. You can be quite rough with them because she probably can't even feel that.
Yeah. You've been a bit delicate there, BB. Hold hands, pinch it up the top, and then squeeze downwards.
I do not know.
Yeah, but remember, see, Auntie didn't think she knew until she got it. Do you want to do the back one?
Do you want to do the back one? I'm doing it.
Good
Just
job.
need to let it fill up a bit, BB. So push it upwards a little bit, and help it fill up.
There's plenty in there. Go to the back one, sweetie. Good job. Good listening.
You did awesome. You should be proud of yourself.
That's it. You're getting it. Good girl.
I don't even know how to do it. I don't use.
And you're not afraid to be rough, are you? Thanks, girls. I'll show you what we have to do now. Yep.
That's how she does it. She does 1, 2.
Hold hands.
Except her teats are too short. That's why I'm trying to breed an old school jerseys.
Oh.
All right, ladies. You've had your fill. Let's go, girls. Out you go. Out you go. Good girl, Deirdre. Off you go. Let's go. Shh. Out. Come on. Off you go. Come on, ladies. Out, 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 out. Hi, baby. Hello. Hello, girls. Hey, Mina. Hey, Hilda. Hello, babies. How are you? Hello, sweetie. Hi. Hi. I know you don't like being locked away from us, do you? These guys are staying in here while the kids have got their friends over and they're having their little slumber party for a few reasons. Good girl, Hilda. You little sweetie. Hey, you little sweetie. They're staying in here for a couple of reasons, and those reasons being that they are guardian dogs, so they're learning that we're their family and that they protect us, and they're just learning that they're a part of our pack. They have this area here. There's food and water and bedding over in the corner. It's also for their protection and safety. So sometimes some people's kids are not as well trained as your own with how to behave around certain animals and stuff. And during their training, I don't want them to be exposed to, you know, another kid trying to pick them up and hurting them, or being unkind to them in any way, or, you know, there's so much commotion going on, they trip over one and hurt one. All the little things that can possibly go wrong. Hello, Miss Hilda. Hello, my darling. You're a good girl. You are. I'm going to come in here and groom you. We do the grooming every day, don't we, sweetheart? Hey, you're a good girl. You're a good girl. Yes, a beautiful girl. Hey, you are a beautiful girl. Hey, you're a good girl. So, yeah, they're going to stay in here together in safety and secluded away from all the kids that are going to be here for the slumber party. For their safety and their training, we want to keep them nice and calm and relaxed and keeping their head on what they're doing. So one of the reasons we've got them in here as well is, like, the whole thing has been really fully thought out. It's really close to the house, so it's where we want them to guard eventually as well. But also, as you can see, I'm in the calf pen. I have made it so the puppies cannot get in anyway, but also that they're getting used to the cow from on the other side of the fence, or cows. Usually it's Bessie that comes in here. So they can sniff each other through the fence, they can get used to each other. It's all part of their training as well. I'm going to get on with cleaning up the cow poos everywhere. That's like gold around here, because I have been trying to rebuild our soils, because the previous people that owned it obviously did a lot of cropping, and they use the land very different than what we plan on using the land. So yeah, because I want a lot of fruit trees and food crops to be able to grow here really easily, we need to repair the soil. And one of the best things for repairing soil is cow poo. Honestly, it's magic. I wanted to show you guys something cool. So when I finish milking, I always clean up the cow poo, not just the ones that they've done in the little yard here, but they like to hang out here, as do the sheep. And see all the dark areas where the cow poo has been? I usually clean it up just to keep it nice and clean in here, but also it's super beneficial. So anything that's been there and the bugs have been into and already left, then I collect that up and put it in a tub for the garden. But anything that's still got bugs in it, and I am going to show you guys what it looks like underneath the cow paddy when the poop bugs are in, the dung beetles. That's what they are enjoying right there. I collect it all up and I throw it in here, and they pick through it for all the dung beetles. Now, don't stress, there is millions of dung beetles here, and I believe that because we've created an environment where they can breed really well, they will breed really well. So we're not eradicating the population of dung beetles, which we are conscious of. We want them to keep flourishing, because they break down the dung and take it into the soil where it can be used by plants and stuff. But it's excellent protein source for these birds. It keeps them healthy, it keeps them happy, and they love to have a good pick through it. But all the poop that's left behind is then going to be excellent for that little gum tree there, or the mango that's in the yard, or just for the soil in general. So that's the point. I love making space for kids to learn where their food comes from, to learn how to be around animals, to do something that they've always wanted to do. And those guys have been very dear friends of ours for a long time. They get that sheep, she's ready to come in and eat the hay. Those guys have been dear friends of ours for the longest time, ever since they moved into the street that we used to live in. And yeah, so Braylon and Grace grew up together, and in the very beginning did not get along because they were little tiny toddlers, and you know what toddlers are like, they don't want to share any of their toys and all that sort of stuff, but they've really grown into almost like sisters. So yeah, and she's really missing Braylon. So for her birthday she asked if she could have a slumber party with Braylon, and yeah, that's why they're here. So the rest of the day we're just going to chill out, let them play, obviously do all the animal chores and stuff like that, water all our gardens, but it feels a bit like a Saturday to me, even though it's Friday. The kids' last day of school for the year was yesterday. So you're waiting on Nathan?
Yeah.
Jackson's waiting for his bestie to come, so I'm sure he'll be here very soon.
Wait.
You cold, Braylon? Found their way all the way to the campfire.
I hate when I swallow.
Be careful not to step on the bees. There's lots of little frogs. There's also coming with me, boys? Swim, do some laps. Just dive in and swim. Do what? Yeah, don't do it near where Grace is swimming. Yeah, show me your way. Oh, look at this. Is any of this my plants that I planted? Where? They're little tiny ones. Don't hurt them. Yeah. What's up? It went in. What, love? Oh, thanks. Lovely. It's like having a wet dog.
Sorry, bees. There's a bee in the water.
Always find Bessie curled up under the trees with the sheep. She's been welcomed by the sheep more than she has the other cows. Oh, Bucket. Bucket just stood up. I have a heap of helpers with me today because we've got a lot going on. So what we thought we would do is try and do a little bit of a Christmassy photo shoot with our babies and our big cows, and yeah, so we thought it'd be a bit fun. Hope it works out, because sometimes animals can be very uncooperative when you want to do something fun. Our best bet is this girl. You guys, this is what we call an absolute nightmare, and it's my own fault. I've become reliant on my milking machine, and what it looks like has happened is a spider or some ants or something has climbed up into the intake pipe for the air and made a nest, blocking it, so it doesn't want to work. Lucky I know how to hand milk, and I haven't just relied on a machine, but in fact I have relied too heavily on a machine since we've been here, that's for sure, and especially with Bonnie. I don't think well, other than yesterday when this happened, I don't think I've even had to milk Bonnie with a hand before, so that's a bit frustrating. Can you take that away, please? I'm going to try and use this silver thing because it's a little bit safer. She's less likely to kick it over. Pop that out the way. I'll just put this. Good job on it. You're doing a good job, girlfriend. This is a bit out of the ordinary, isn't it, baby girl? Can you step? Can you step? I know, Bonnie. I'm complaining too, darling. The reason that I use a machine is because it's quicker. It's easier on my hands and arms because I'm getting old. I don't want to have to do this every morning. And I milk quite a lot of cows at some points. Like, we've only got Bonnie in milk at the moment. Oh, goodness me.
You're like Justin Lines now.
I don't know how he does it, to be honest.
Yeah.
He must have the most muscly forearms.
And the kids.
Yeah, and Lily does do it, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Still so much milk in here. She normally gives me 5 litres a day. Lately. And I don't reckon, I think I've got 2 in here. She's either going to end up eating a lot of food. Come on. Good girl, sorry. I know, because she needs a pee. When I shake it too much, makes her bladder active. We are expecting Jeremy today because the horn experiment on JT is going wonderfully, but what's happened since I put them back in the paddock together is the boys have all been headbutting each other and stuff, and they've actually managed to wear his little elastic bands off. I'll insert a picture here.
Let's come up
Jaxie,
with a plan. Let's do it.
what do you reckon the plan should be?
I think maybe we have 2 people. One there, and there's one that's shaking the bucket, which is going to be me. And there's one that's
He'll
going to go
pretty much just wander behind you.
And yeah, we're going to have someone that goes behind him just to push him a bit until he hesitates. And the side people just come up just behind him. And like,
Just to make sure.
when we come here and he starts like trying to duck off, they come in and like, we push him into like a square. Or like
So
one of those triangles.
All the animals are out.
So we have like a square around him.
Yep.
Personally.
But what might happen if we're using a bucket to get him out is we might end up with him and maybe one of his brothers. Harvey won't come out.
No, Harvey ducked under.
Well, this is why we're here. We need to make sure that doesn't happen.
But we
We're
have to
helping.
have someone that sticks behind.
No, Braylon and I are helping.
No, you're fine. They're fine.
Who's gonna? I reckon both those people should do the bucket. Mum, you follow behind. These two go to the side, and I'll make sure Harvey does not duck under.
I
And
think
I'll
that they're
help
not
them
strong
finish.
enough to hold the bucket. I think it needs to be an older person holding the
Really?
bucket.
Me.
Do you want to hold the bucket and walk?
Sure.
I'll open the gate and I'll cut off who I don't want to come out.
No, these people can go. Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
So, Brayden, you go. No, I'll go over the hobbit.
First, I want
Up the orange.
you two ladies.
We're gonna make sure that which side.
Can you two ladies go and make sure the driveway gate is shut so he can't come up that way? And then we've got this sorted. They love getting involved in the exciting adventures around the farmstead. So sometimes it can be, hey guys, do we think this hose might spook them? No. Okay. Sometimes the monotony of feeding chores and egg collecting chores and, you know, general tidy up after your animals can be a bit much for them. So when we get to do things like this, they really have a nice time and they actually enjoy it. So I like to let them have a bit of buy-in about what the plan is and how we're going to do it. Because you know what? You might get some pretty amazing ideas out of kids. They don't think like we do. And sometimes we have the tendency to overthink. So, so many flies today. So you're going to see me doing this a bit. Sorry if it's off-putting. Hi, lads.
What's up, bro?
Hi, guys.
What's up, bro?
Are you guys going to play the game today? Are you going to be good? That's him saying,
no.
that's a firm no. That's like a firm hell no. Come at me, bro. Harvey has actually not been the same since the escape.
No.
Since the escape of the cows from the over the road paddock. We call that pioneer paddock.
He doesn't feel trust with humans anymore because people shot at him.
Yeah, he went through some trauma. We aren't in control of what he went through during that process, and he just didn't come back the same. He's really quite aggressive and nasty now, so we have to be quite careful. All right, I'm going to come in first.
I need to take one out.
Climb in. Climb in. All right. All right. Both of you hop in. Or what about the boys? No, I was going to open this. Oh, you're going to... Well, I need 2 people in, mate. Go and take a bag too. Harvey's distracted, so do you want to go? Yep. Hold this and I'll drop the bottom line. Because this is electric here. This is why it's a good idea to bucket call for animals that you might want to move a bit. Like, it's always been very beneficial to us that Harvey will come to a bucket because we can move him easy, and in fact he's going to be moved soon and we'll keep you updated on that. Very soon actually, in fact when Alex gets home. Good job. Let him eat. Maybe. Walk out, they're coming. The sheep, Grace. Send her back up the fence line. That's it, that's fine. Okay, walk them all out. No, I don't care. Yep, that's it. Just keep him going. Watch the fence behind you. Electric fence. Yep, let him eat more. Let him eat more. So that went pretty well actually. And he's got a little friend with him. This guy here making all the noise because he's a bit of a sook, a bit of a diva, is JT, and he belongs to Hunt and Gather Farmstead. Some very dear friends of ours, and they'll be here later today. I'm just so proud of them. They decided that they didn't want to have debt, so Meg's being and she's so young too, she's a real entrepreneur. She created a business called Rejuvicite, and basically it is, I think it's probably more involved than I'm going to explain it, but if you want to go over to their channel at Hunt and Gather Farmstead, you will find that she has a video on there, one of her early videos explaining her business and why that came about. Yeah, it's an excellent story. But yeah, if you want to learn more about it, go over to their channel. I did want to do a little shout out today to a few people that have touched my heart this week. I'm just going to go in. I know them off. I know their names, the names of the people, but I just have to make sure I pronounce their YouTube channels correctly. So I've had lots of people reaching out to me and commenting on my videos, and that does seriously warm my heart. I really appreciate every single comment. I read them and I respond to them the best I can. So I hope that you guys, if you're watching, reach out, say hi, let me know where you are and what you're doing and that sort of thing. I really just so cherish the homesteading community. Oh, Bessie. We're lucky enough to live not even 10 minutes drive from Corey and Amanda from Rockpile Homestead. This is why I'm going to look up who my subscriptions are, because they're called Rockpile Off-Grid Homestead. They're actually really good friends of ours as well. And we all just support each other the best we can. There's a lot more people in our homesteading community that aren't on YouTube, but they support us as well, and we all trade goods and, you know, let each other know of things that have popped up on Marketplace or whatever that we've been looking for that I might not necessarily have seen. So yeah, it's really, really awesome. So the first one that I just cherished her comment, and it was on one of my older videos, so it basically means that she's found one that she liked, or someone has sent her over, and if you did, thank you so much, to our YouTube, and she has watched one of our older videos that must have grabbed her eye and made a comment, and I really love that. Like, I so appreciate it. Her name is Susie, and she's got a brand new channel called The Organised Farm Gal, and I love it. So she doesn't have a ton of videos on there yet, but I just know this is one I'm going to get hooked on. She's just got a genuine, down-to-earth nature. I know that my daughter is probably going to go crazy over it because she's got horses and she's right into that. So yeah, go and check out The Organised Farm Gal on YouTube. She's amazing. Very, very supportive. Another one, she's been so supportive since day dot, and she lives in Perth somewhere. I'm not going to give away where she lives, but just so sweet and always has something wonderful to say on my clips, and, you know, tells us what she likes to watch and stuff, and, you know, supports us on Instagram. And her name is Hayley Pusey. And her channel is called Hayley Pusey. It's a little bit different. It's not homesteading as such, but anything organising, anything to do with natural living and cleaning and all that sort of stuff, pop over and share, give her some love, give her a like, all that sort of stuff. She's a beautiful young lady and doing all the cool things that we love. We are super loving 5 Acre Farm, and I found them through, I think, Corey and Amanda at Rockpile. And then shortly after, Diane and Samson, who we've watched for ages, shouted them out on their channel, which was really cool. And it's what inspired me to talk about who we love on YouTube. So another one that I'm really, really enjoying, and she has a brand new channel, and I mean 3 videos there, but her style of filmmaking and photography is just so relaxing. It's one that at the end of the night I want to lay in bed and wind down with and listen to her lovely calm voice and watch her just breeze her way through her garden. And that is Sarah Weber. She's only she's at the Mulvey Cottage, that's what the name of her property is, and they're brand new to it as well. She's been so lovely and supportive and so sweet. I have quite a few from the US that are supporting me as well and being super awesome there. So I'll do that talk in another video, I think, because I want to support our Aussie homesteading community. And you know, we're so new to this, us homesteaders in Australia, that we all need to support each other, right? And last but certainly not least, they have just exploded into YouTube and exploded into homesteading, and they're doing the off-grid thing too. Some beautiful people called Deb and Dan from Simply Off-Grid Australia. So they seriously make me laugh. Deb's a real funny character. She's super supportive, and they're, you know, homeschooling their little boy. He gets in and he does some you know, working with his dad and the tools, and there's nothing better than that. I really love seeing kids connecting with both parents, and yeah, just, you know, whether it's in the kitchen with mum or in the shed with dad, or even in the shed with mum. You know, these days, you know, I've got heaps of friends that are mechanics and carpenters and things, and then we've got dads that stay home. It's so great. So they're just a couple. I thought I would bless you with a few more amazing channels to watch, and yeah, go ahead and support them. They're also great. We're hoping that the homesteading movement in Australia just grows and grows and grows, because I tell you what, there has been nothing better than getting around with your homesteading friends and, you know, like trading things. We've, you know, got a young man down the road who moved here from Fremantle, and he had an abundance of duck eggs, and that's where a lot of my ducks from this season have come from. You know, we've shared things with him. In the early days when I first met him, it was chickens, that he needed chickens for his hen. But yeah, since then it's been, you know, lots of information and all that sort of stuff. I was really inspired by Corey and Amanda's, their live recap. I think it's episode 6. I sadly didn't get on while it was live. I had my alarm set and everything, but then one of Jackson's little friends who's coming for the sleepover turned up with his mum, and I thought, oh, it'd be rude not to have a coffee with her and get to know her too. So sorry guys, I didn't get to catch it live. I wanted to get on there and chat with you guys. Definitely the next one. I don't care what's happening, I'm gonna lock myself away. But you've inspired me. I'm gonna wait till Alex is home, and we're gonna tell our story about what made us do this, because we're only really new to this too. We've only moved to this property in April this year. I started my channel just before we moved because I kind of wanted to capture where we came from and to where we end up. So yeah, if you are tuning in and you are enjoying what we're doing, we so love having you here. It's such a blessing knowing that you want to share your time with us. Some of you are a bit shy and haven't commented yet, but I promise I'm one of those weird ones that doesn't have this whole shut the world out thing, especially with what's going on. I think we all need to surround each other with love and kindness and generosity and giving. It is seriously what makes the world go round, and we can repair the damage that's been done to us by our governments. I'm not going to go too controversial. I am very controversial in my nature, but I've tried to keep that out of this channel because I've cut it out of my life a bit. Like, I am aware of what's going on, but wallowing in that's not going to help us. So it's definitely not going to make for very mentally strong and prepared children. So, and I have 5 of those. One who has sadly grown up and left the coop. He's gone off on his own way. He's doing mining and just kicking goals. I'm so proud of him. His name's Eli. I haven't had him on my channel before because we don't see him a lot. He's got quite a rigorous roster and social life. Then we've got Brock, who is 14. He is doing a butcher's apprenticeship in town here. He's just been welcomed with open arms into this new place that we live. Then there's Noah. He's smack dab in the middle and a very typical middle child. He's extremely out there, and he's got lots of just different ways of viewing things. And sometimes, like today, bringing JT in, he'll surprise you and he'll really stick to it. But normally he's quite hyperactive off with the fairies. He's like a real thinker, and I think he's going to be an engineer or something where he just wants to get in and touch all the little bits and make it work. Then now we've got Jackson. So he's a big personality in our home. He's a little bit of a character, a bit of a joker. Loves to, he's got a very adult sense of humour too. So like he'll wait for his perfect moment to drop his punchline, and it is good. It's usually hilarious and we just think far out. Yeah, he is pretty quiet on our channel, but he's not in our home. He's a big personality. So, and you all know little Grace, my silver lining child, and I say that, and I hope none of my kids take offense to it. It basically just means after all those boys and snot and dirty willy jokes and all the things that boys do, it was so great to have a little girl who, yeah, she's just all the things girly. Ponies and makeup and all that stuff. I did the horses thing, but never got into the makeup thing. I'm a bit of a tomboy when it comes to that. But yeah, she's all things girly and soft and sweet, and you know, loves to, she's like my mini me. You'll see her in nearly all of my videos, because she's always with me. So yeah, that's a bit of an introduction to my kids. But what I've decided I'm going to do, because I've been super inspired by Corey and Amanda, is I'm going to tell you guys the story. We're going to tell you guys the story of what made us come here and start this lifestyle. And we hope you enjoyed this video. It was a different one today. It took a different curve than what we thought it was going to take. So if you did like it, please give us a big thumbs up. Please definitely comment below. Share it with any friends if you think they might enjoy it. Even if it's on your Facebook, just press share and go, look what I just found. This is a cool channel. Go and have a look. That'd help us out heaps. And you know what? Do the same for all those other guys I mentioned. That would be the best Christmas present for all of us that we could ever get. And hit the little bell icon so every time I release a new video, you'll get notified. But until then, thank you so much for joining us. Take care of each other, and bye for now.